tell you why Captain Marvel is complete nonsense, and not only Captain Marvel, but the entire controversy surrounding it. For me, this all started back when the Avengers Infinity War movie first came out. I went to go see the movie with my wife and my cousin, and as far as I was concerned, Infinity War was a damn good movie. And to be honest, I'm not the biggest comic book fan or even the superhero fan out there, but damn, what a good movie that was. We ended up staying to watch the end scene credits, and it was a scene with Nick Fury sending out a page just before he snapped out of existence. When I first saw this, I had no idea what the logo on the page meant, but my cousin was quick to fill me in that it was someone named Captain Marvel. My first thought was, who the heck is Captain Marvel? This must be some awesome superhero that all the Marvel comic book fans know about, with a huge reputation, right?
Come on, let me hear you say it just once. Come on. Come on, I know it's just dangling off the tip of your tongue. Let me hear it just once. WRONG!
Captain Marvel is just another run-of-the-mill superhero that isn't all that popular, even within the comic book reading community. And this is just the beginning of nonsense. Like I said before, Infinity War was a damn good film that many fans have been waiting years to see, and the build-up and payoff was all worth it. The majority of the characters in Infinity War have been with us since the beginning, spanning several movies together, and they have all earned their place in the fandom. But here comes a character that nobody knows about,
I don't know you,
who has never been in a Marvel movie, and we're being told that this character is possibly the most powerful character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Why don't you put her in charge?
That alone would be enough for a small uprising, but it doesn't stop there. Marvel themselves have been pushing this feminist SJW agenda leading up to the release of the film.
I woke up. Why don't you?
As you can guess, it's starting to piss a lot of people off. Then to spice things up just a little more, Brie Larson, the actress playing Captain Marvel in the film, begins spewing racist remarks. Here, take a look. It speaks for itself.
So earlier this week, USC Annenberg's Inclusive Initiative released findings that 67% of the top critics reviewing the 100 highest grossing movies in 2017 were white males.
Wow!
Less than a quarter were white women, and less than 10% were unrepresented men. Only 2.5% of those top critics were women of color. Probably thinking right now, like, wow, that super doesn't represent the country that I live in, and that's because that's true. This is a huge disconnect from the US population breakdown of 30% white men, 30% white women, 20% men of color, and 20% women of color. I do not need a 40-year-old white dude to tell me what didn't work for him about A Wrinkle in Time. Am I saying that I hate white dudes? I hate white dudes.
Now the nonsense meter has gone from a cool 8 out of 10 to a record-breaking 175. At this point, there's no going back. Both sides are split like a pair of butt cheeks. No, not those. Yeah, that's more like it. And the controversy still doesn't end there. Rotten Tomatoes has been deleting negative reviews to artificially inflate the movie's overall score. And before Captain Marvel even made it to theaters, Rotten Tomatoes completely removed the abysmal Want to See score that was somewhere in the 20s last I saw it. With the movie now in theaters and the reviews rolling off the press like hotcakes, we can now get a somewhat better view of what the public thinks of Captain Marvel. And the audience score over at Rotten Tomatoes isn't looking too good. It's a measly 55% at the time of recording this video. Heck, even the critic score is dropping from the last time I saw it. It's now at 79%. That places this movie in 16th place amongst the other films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Just look at how much I have to scroll to find it. Now not only are the Skrulls the good guys in the movie, but now they're the good guys on Rotten Tomatoes as well. But wait, did you catch that? Let's see that list one more time. Take a look at the audience score versus the critic score. For all of the other movies on the list, the scores are not too far off from each other. But then we get to Captain Marvel, and the gap is much wider. It's starting to resemble The Last Jedi, and that's not a good thing for either side. For Disney and Marvel, this whole thing just creates a divide between them and the fans that diminishes our trust in them. Like we saw with Solo, it's not just the trust they're losing, but income as well. For the fans, we have to sit back and watch as our beloved franchises are ripped apart to push agendas that nobody wants to see in their films. The fans of Marvel are heavily invested in the universe, and we don't want to see the Avengers Endgame turned into another solo film. And that's why Captain Marvel is complete nonsense.